up, y'all? It's Jay here. Welcome back to my channel. Before I get into what today's video is about, because y'all know it's not going to be long, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Subscribe. Help me get to 4K, y'all. Like, I'm at 3,900 and something subscribers, which is crazy because last year I couldn't even get to 50. Ain't that crazy? But yeah, I'm almost at 4K, so I just need a little help to get there. So make sure you subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at JDanae1, and then follow my clothing line Instagram at shopEYC. I'll put all that information in the description below. Okay? But don't forget, subscribe. All right. So let's get into today's topic because I need to wash my hair. Today is wash day. So yeah. Today's topic is based on a realization I had probably like a couple of weeks ago. So I realized that I do not like to celebrate myself. Even though I make sure that I do what needs to be done so that I'll feel celebrated, I don't like to involve others in that. Like, I find it hard to celebrate myself and my accomplishments with like other people. And just to give an example, I wrote a book, shameless plug. I wrote a book called Healing Through Rejection, right? It's on Amazon and it's on my Etsy. I am very proud of that accomplishment because not a lot of people write books. Like, let's be real. So with that, just putting it out was enough for me. It just was what it was, you know? Write it, put it out, let it do what it's supposed to do. After I put it out, one of my cousins asked me, "Are you going to have a book signing event?" I instantly cringed because I could not fathom planning an event that was meant to celebrate one of my accomplishments and trusting that people would be there. Do I have supportive family members? A couple of supportive friends? I believe I do. But am I in a space where I trust that people are literally going to show up? I kind of am not. I don't think I am in that space. And I don't want to sit up here and blame people. I feel that this is just a result of the disappointments I faced coming up. Like the parties that my mama planned for me where people would not show up. Events that I would have, people would literally be texting me saying, "Oh yeah, I'm showing up, I'm definitely coming," but would not show up. I had a birthday lunch. I think I was turning 26. And one of my friends was like, "Oh yeah, I'm definitely coming. Like, I'll be there." She showed up 2.5 hours late and was just super casual about it. I had barbecues and kickbacks and all that. People literally don't have to bring nothing to the stuff I plan. And I had my cousin show up 2.5 hours late. A brunch. Cousin pull up 3 hours late. Like, people just showing up whenever they want to or not showing up at all and never saying anything. Or me having to text and ask, like, "Oh, are y'all coming?" And them canceling the day of. Like, huh? And then even watching, like, my mother plan stuff for herself and people just being super, you know, whack about coming or not coming. Telling them, "Oh yeah, I'm on my way," or "Yeah, I'll definitely be there tomorrow," and just not showing up. Even for my younger sister, like, her birthday events just being super empty. People acting like, "Oh, I'll definitely be there for y'all," like whatever, and then looking up and it's just the same 5-6 people celebrating. And you know, I'm grateful for the ones who are there, but I feel like it would be stupid to pretend like the broken promises or the empty promises are not disappointing, because they are. I feel like so many people letting me down, I think that might have groomed my way of thinking. because going through childhood and my teen years, thinking that, oh, so and so will be there, bracing myself for a large group of people coming together to celebrate me and, making me feel good or whatever. I think that the disappointment from them not showing up or them coming and making everything about themselves, I feel that caused me to kind of diminish or lessen the level of importance of everything that I've accomplished and like my birthdays and all of that. Like when I think about my couple of my birthday trips, like when I went to Great America, the people who were there, like a couple of them just acting like I ain't have to be here kind of thing, like almost like it was such a privilege to have them there. Or when I went to, where did I go? The Dominican Republic, like the different attitudes and the people making things about them and just disregarding the fact that we're here in celebration of Jayana. I feel like that all of that has played a part in molding my perspective, like causing me to look at potential events as future disappointments. Like, even though I know, like, my graduations, all of that was important. My birthdays are important. My accomplishments, like writing a book, putting out a card game, starting a clothing line, like everything I've put together and launched, all of that is important. But to a certain extent, it is difficult for me sometimes to see the importance in what I accomplish and what I do when people have viewed like celebrating me as like super casual in the past. And I hate that I'm in this space because I've done a lot of work to heal. But it's just another reminder that I'm human. I'm human. I am human. So like the healing thing is not a one-stop shop. Like I haven't arrived because I've healed through so many different things. It's okay for me to still go through certain things or still be triggered by certain things. But I had a moment a couple of weeks ago where I was just like, dang, G, like you really don't take a lot of what you do that seriously. Like I'm intentional about the work. I put the work in. I put that work in. I invest my time, my sweat, my tears, my blood. I put it all into what I do. But when I finish it and it's like, okay, cool, I did what was supposed to be done, the celebration part is very, very short-lived for me. And I hate that that's the case. I look back on a lot of what I've done and I wish I would have put more effort into celebrating what I had done. I wish I would have taken a lot of the other things seriously. Like a graduation, it's cool, to have a kickback. It's cool to have a birthday event that is just focused on making sure everybody is having a good time. That is cool. But I feel that if all of that is rooted in you feeling like you have to make it easy for people to celebrate you, I think that's a problem. And I feel like that's where my issue comes in. Like feeling like I literally have to simplify my celebration in order for people to show up. I've seen a lot of my family members travel all over the place just to go celebrate a person's birthday, just to go and say hey to an auntie, a cousin, a friend. But the thought of coming to where I live, if I live in a different state, to come and celebrate alongside me or to show that you're in support of what I've done, the thought of that just makes them automatically be like, oh, honey. And the fact that I already know that, or I brace myself for those kinds of responses, that's a problem. But I have to remember that anybody struggling to celebrate me or struggling to see the importance of what I've done, that does not lessen the significance of what I've done. And I should still make sure that I celebrate myself. And I think I may need to remind myself of that like weekly, because I'm still kind of in that space where I'm like, I am putting a limit on how much I'll invest into like planning a celebration. Like, you should have saw me a couple of days ago when I was putting together my 30th birthday trip. I'm just like, oh, we could probably just go to so-and-so. Like, even though I've already been there, we could probably just go there because the flight would be cheaper for everybody else. But if that's not where I want to go, then I don't have to go there. I don't have to go nowhere I don't want to go for my birthday. For my birthday. If people have it in them to put money to the side to come and celebrate with me, cool. I hope they do it. If they don't, it'll just be me, and that's okay. But I should not jip myself because of what person A or person B can or cannot do, or is willing or is not willing to do. Again, that probably needs to be a weekly reminder, because I really do be bracing myself for disappointment. And I don't think that that's something you could just like shake off, because you can't control the level of disappointment that you face. You know what I mean? Like, you can't control how often you'll be disappointed, because life be lifing. But I do think that you just need to be intentional about like pivoting. And because I've learned in this season the importance of pivoting, and I've learned how to do it very well, I need to apply that to my way of thinking as it relates to my accomplishments and celebrating me being okay when things don't go the way I imagined or the way I hoped. Like this last thing I'll mention, and then I'll be done. But I went to the Dominican Republic, like I mentioned, for my birthday. And it was for maybe, 5 days, I think. And I planned this trip and I made sure it happened because the year had been trash. Last year was rough. And I said to myself, if I don't have another good day, best believe I'm going to have a good month in the month of June. June is going to be, you know what I mean? That's my birthday month, by the way. So I was like, you know what? We going to have a blast. Have a few of my friends pull up for me. And we went there and it started out cool. But day by day, I got more and more disappointed, just because of a lot of things that I have been seeing. It's just the way I was feeling. Like I felt disregarded. I said something about it. Nothing changed, whatever. And I had to make the decision in the moment to either waste my time in a different country, sad about other people not seeing me as a priority on this trip, or I could focus on enjoying the beauty of where we were, because not everybody can afford that kind of trip. Not everybody has been exposed to this level of beauty. And so I made the hard decision to pivot and have a good time, because other people not celebrating me has nothing to do with how I should view what I'm doing and where I am. And I feel that that event, that situation, I think it started to take shape a bit more months after. And it probably impacted how I came to this realization. even though like I'm just now talking about it, but I'm glad it happened. I'm glad it happened. And I'm going to do the work to make sure that I continue to apply that way of thinking. Pivoting is okay. No matter how long it takes you to do it, it's okay. Just make sure you do it. So, yep. I have, a couple of story times about different birthday events that have gone wrong if y'all want to hear about them. Some of them are funny, some of them are not. But either way, I came out on top. So God is good. But overall, yeah, I just want y'all to remember, like, don't let other people's whackness impact how you view what you've accomplished in life and how far you've come. Because even the fact that you're still here is an accomplishment. Like, growing up in this society during this time, listen, this is hard. This is hard. Everything costs too much. Everything is a lot. It's hard to be an adult, a teenager at this point. You know what I mean? But for those who have been able to make it, those who are able to get up every day, those who are able to just open their eyes and even dream of something better, you have accomplished a lot and you deserve to celebrate yourself. And whoever wants to be a part of celebrating you, good for them. Hopefully they're intentional about it. If not, have a good time by yourself. So yeah, so for this this birthday trip, baby, I am going to make sure that I have a grand old time. I'll put it out there. Whoever wants to go can go. But best believe every inch of that trip is going to be dedicated to celebrating my 30th birthday. My 30th birthday. Oh my God. And then the other things that I've done too, I'm going to put, more effort into like lifting myself up, because a lot of what I've put together and produced with no money, there's still things of quality, and I feel like they deserve to be celebrated as well. So I'm going to celebrate myself regardless. You do the same, boo, because you're killing it out here, okay? Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. I love y'all, man. Thanks for listening to me ramble today. Also, today I plan to provide a restaurant review. I'm going out with my father and my sister later. We're going to get a seafood boil. And it's in one of my favorite parts of the city of Chicago. So I'm going to review that restaurant. So stay tuned for that. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Bye.